Australia has traveled around the world to where their head coach John Uriarte starred in the 80s and 90s. They've had their moments, but today they will face Argentina, the host team, and a team that no doubt will be heard from in the World Championships. Argentina has invited many fine volleyball nations here and will host Australia next. Welcome everyone to Vicente Rosales Stadium, La Banda Santiago de la Estrella, Argentina, for this international volleyball friendly between Argentina and Australia. There is the thumper for Argentina, Marcos Milinkovic. He and his group will look to be rude hosts to Australia. Mark Brown along with Dorothy Franco-Reed, and Argentina is likely to mix up their lineups a little bit as they're simply trying to tune things up.
I would say that's a good guess, Mark, especially, this is a friendly tournament. Australia, on the other hand, they've struggled, but we've seen them light it up against the top competitions in the world. So on any given moment, any given day, they may rise to the occasion. So we'll see what happens.
Big match for John Uriarte as he has been back in Argentina for a number of days with his Australian national team. He was obviously first a player in the Australian professional leagues and with the national teams back in '81 to '92. And he hopes to get his team back here for the World Championships, which Argentina will host. He will have ALDERMAN as his setter, Howard, Loft, Van Beest, Andrew Earl, Luke Campbell, and Adam Maskell. And of course, the last match that we did, Shane Van Beest had a very difficult match, and in fact, he ended up being benched for the rest of it. Which
definitely hurt that Australian lineup. If he's back on his game form today, things will be different because he is an integral part of that offensive team.
There is Javier Weber keeping the warm-up shirt on, so getting our first indication that perhaps he will not be the starting setter in today's match with Australia, but a good time for Argentina to get some work in. This is Marcos Milinkovic, the superstar universal hitter for Argentina. The starters will be EFRON, who will be the setter in place of Weber, so we'll see what he's got. Bidegain, Peralta, Barrio Nueva, the veteran HUGO CONTE, and Javier Soldi, along with Pablo Miano, who will be the libero throughout. Of course, Argentina's got some outstanding depth, and because it's a friendly and because Australia is not nearly as highly ranked as Argentina, we might see Argentina go with mostly a group of second unit players.
Well, I think you will, Mark. This is a good opportunity for the Argentine Federation to utilize their younger talent and see what they can do on the international level.
There, John Uriarte greeting the Argentine head coach Carlos Getselevic. Obviously, Uriarte with a number of old friends and volleyball acquaintances that he is renewing on this trip back to Argentina.
But he sure would like to take a win home against his old countrymen. You can bet on that.
Argentina, as the host of the 2002 World Championships, is already qualified for one of the South American spots. And, of course, they probably wouldn't have much trouble qualifying on their own had they had to do it. But it's going to be a tremendous volleyball year 2002 for them. When you host a World Championship like that, quite a bit of ceremony that goes along with it.
Oh, that's an understatement. They will be keyed up for that competition, and everything will be geared from now on to that competition. That's one they'll want to win.
And of course, this friendly tournament, which has also had Korea and Cuba invited, is one of those on the road to the World Championships. Brett ALDERMAN is the fine young setter for the Australian group, who is filled with young players. The oldest player on the team is only 26 years old, Troy Goodman, and Dan Howard, one of their major hitters, is 25. The rest you're looking at 19, 21, 20, 22 years old. So the future of Australian volleyball is right here on this court, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely, and they're very big and powerful. I've been impressed with some of the things that the Australians have been able to show at this point in their program. And if they continue to train these guys and develop them, get them more international exposure, you're going to see Australia coming up in the ranks quick.
Already made some significant inroads. They pulled the silver at the Asian Games back in '99 after really only having a national team program established in 1990. You look at the Argentine colors, white and celestial, as they call it, which is just their light sky blue. And they go right to work, utilizing the middle attack, and that's Javier Soldi.
EFRON, the setter for Argentina, makes a good choice there. Establish your middle game right away. That way you'll hold the blockers in place across the net, and your options will open.
HUGO CONTE throws the floater serve in. Howard had problems with it. And a free ball at the joust at the net.
Like you mentioned earlier, Mark, we are seeing a lot of new faces on the Argentine side of the net. And again, not unexpected. This is a good opportunity to showcase these guys. Although this man right here, CONTE, is the veteran in the world. At the Sydney Olympic Games, he was the veteran player in those Olympic Games. 37 years old, but has been playing most of those years.
That is Geronimo Bidigain picking up his first kill.
And there's a player with some potential, Bidigain. We've seen him play different positions, hit out of different zones on the net, but he's fairly young compared to the veterans on this team, and he's got a good future ahead of him.
And did it catch the court? Apparently it did. The block was in place for Argentina. Great start for them.
And here you see a good shot of it. Comes very close. Very close. The linesmen had their work cut out for them on that one.
So HUGO CONTE blending with some of the younger and less experienced players, and nothing young or inexperienced about him. National team member since '81, 38 years old. And tooling the block, Fabian Barrenuevo.
This is a good feeling for these Argentinian players. Again, like we mentioned, a lot of new guys out on the court, and they're able to compete against these Australians, and at this point, they are controlling the set. Good camera angle here. You see the attack from the right side, right off the blocker's hands. Australia not able to seal the net, hence the tool shot. There you see it.
So a timeout necessary for Australia. They have dug themselves a pretty deep hole. No answers yet against this Argentine team. Carlos Getselovich getting a chance to use a lot of his less experienced players, at least on the national team level. A lot of these guys we have not seen in a match before. For instance, Fabian Barrenuevo we've never seen in the match. Javier Soldi we've never seen in the match, and here they are starting.
And EFRON, the setter, very little.
Very little for him, you're right. And finally, Australia gets on the board. Shane Van Beest with the kill.
That's got to feel good for Van Beest. Does a nice job there cutting the ball back into the court. He saw the blockers in place there, and he gets a good cut shot. He needs that for his confidence coming into this match after the last match against Korea, where he really didn't have a good game or a good match.
And good one-on-one situation there as Van Beest just waited it out and blocked it straight back.
Nothing fancy at this point for Van Beest, but he's getting the job done. No errors. He's getting points on the board for the Australian team.
Nice dig from the Aussies. That was Howard. Now a free ball for Argentina.
Now you should score on these. It's a high percentage score, as you see it there.
And it doesn't take long. Soldi.
Soldi out of the middle on a simple attack. Nothing fancy. On a free ball, that's all you need. Oh, CONTE. Oh, no, I thought CONTE was taking the set there. I didn't see that. Good, clean swing out of the middle.
24 years old for Soldi. Another free ball for Argentina. And Barrenuevo had it sent back, so finally an organized block from Australia.
Barrenuevo, another unfamiliar name. So this is, like we mentioned, a great time to get some exposure for these young players for Argentina.
Violation on the Aussies. So now a 7-3 lead for Argentina. First set. 33-year-old Barrenuevo. And hitting long was Van Beest.
Australia struggling with their passing early on in this set. As you notice in that last play, the ball is passed way off the net, making it difficult for the setter to put up a nice ball for the attack, hence the long ball. Good pass here, though.
And a miss hit in the middle. Benjamin Loft caught the tape, but it came back.
Well, he had great extension on that swing, maybe a little bit too much, and pulled down on it, just short of hitting it over the tape. It looked good, though.
Barrio Nueva looking for the third straight point on his serve. Quick tempo attack. This time works. Benjamin Loft with the kill for Australia.
And a good choice. Bring that one tempo down the net a little bit. Pull it off the setter. Changes things across the net for the blocking scheme. And that's what Australia needs to do against Argentina. Nice save there.
Conte had to save. Dug out nicely by Van Beest on the Aussie side. Bidegain went for the touch, now scrambling. Australia to the right side. Van Beest sent back. Big block from Bidegain.
Bidegain all over this one. Long rally. We see Australia winning a lot of these, but not this time. Argentina comes through. Bidegain takes it on the block. You'll see here. Straight down.
Bidegain plays in Italy for the Bossini franchise. He's just 22.
He's got a very bright future. A discussion at the net. Conte with the captain title will approach the official.
Andrew Earl now set to go for Australia. 19-year-old, yet to join the professional circuit. And there's Conte from the left side.
Conte, the veteran, that guy at and he will from the court. He's just so long, and he knows where to put it and win.
Here is Popa, 21-year-old.
And he nails that one. Beautifully placed.
So he gets his first point on the ace.
Another opportunity for Argentina.
EFRON goes through the middle. What a great one-on-one block. That was Benjamin Loft sending it back.
That was a great job on Loft's part because Argentina had all their ducks in order. It's a simple attack to the middle. Pass was great. Loft reads it well. He's all over. Good reach block, turns it back in. Tight ball.
Big play for Argentina there, 13-6. Conte getting the kill, his second.
And again, you see Conte's experience. It looked as though he was going to go for the angle shot, but he saw the blockers at the last minute and took the line shot, and that's just a veteran at work.
And then tools the block. 3 kills now for Conte.
Keep feeding the old guy, right? He's really not that old. It's just that he's been playing for so long. Well, 38. That's not that young either, is it?
To be playing on this level, what a remarkable career for Hugo Conte.
And he still gets it done. I mean, he's very impressive. Whoops.
That one just went out. Fancy footwork on that back line for the Aussies. They pick up the point. Serving at 7-14 though. Trouble in the first set. Alderman just the ace.
Australia early on in this tournament struggled significantly with their serving. Not as many errors in this match, but they're known to have a lot of errors from the baseline. Good attack from the right side.
Dig from Miana. And the block was there. Conte out of the pipe. Could not get any type of swing on that one. This is Dan Howard. almost the same play, but it's still alive for Argentina. And the joust, though, taken by the Aussies.
You know, and Conte, when he hit that shot out of the pipe, he knew he didn't have a good swing on it, so he positioned himself defensively for it to come right back at him, which it did, and he just popped it right up. Again, that's what a veteran will do.
Argentine crowd starting to get behind their team just a bit. No need to panic, though. They're still up 6. Alderman made the great play to keep that alive. Van Beest had it sent back. Tries to save. And that'll do it. Good hustle, but no point for Australia. Instead, Argentina into the timeout, leads 16-9. Welcome back, everyone, to this international friendly volleyball match between Argentina and Australia. Argentina, the number 7 ranked team in the world and host of the 2002 World Championships, taking on Australia. Australia hopes to be back in Argentina next fall.
Well, they have a qualifier coming up at the end of this month where they will have an opportunity to do that. But that would be a big step for them to make it to these World Championships in Argentina.
Certainly would. They'll be looking for one of the 5 in the Asian zone. Korea, Japan have already qualified.
EFRON making the good attempt there on the one-handed save. Tough position. He's trying to throw a back one-handed save, and just a little bit shy of the tape. Not able to succeed, but he will get more opportunities as his career continues.
Got a chance to learn behind one of the best, Javier Weber, who's sitting this one out, at least for now.
And Javier Weber, if there's anybody to learn the one-handed save shot from, he's the man.
Made a career out of it. 3 straight points out of the timeout for Australia. EFRON goes the back set. Barrio Nueva gets the kill.
And a good shot down the line. Nueva decides to go long with it. Hits the defender rushing the line, you see here. Goes for the long line shot. Defender's creeping in, catches him high in the chest.
Quick tempo attack. Benjamin Loft cleaning it up quickly.
Loft does a nice job, but that all started with the pass. If Australia could get more clean passes like that off serve receive, they can run attacks like that and be successful.
22-year-old Hide Van Beest goes by the name Shane. Oh, what a big thump from the outside. That was Fabian Barrenueva.
Well, Barn got over something on the previous play, and you can tell he takes it all out on this swing. That's got to feel good.
Gets the double contact on Van Beest. Oh, another big serve for Argentina. 19-13. Biddy is blasting it. Howard
That serve's coming very fast, and it hits that seam so quickly you can't react to it. Goes again, same spot, a little bit long.
So it gives a point back to Australia. They've been down this whole match. They got down 5-0 to start it. They haven't been closer than 3 since.
And they're running out of time in this set. It's getting down the stretch, and that one hurt. You can't miss your serves this late in the set. You got to be a little more conservative to keep the ball in play. Oh, nice save out of the back court.
And Barrio Nueva with another kill.
Barrio Nueva, he's a big, strong guy, and he doesn't have the jump of some of the other players, but he just powers the ball. You see, he really doesn't get that high off the ground in comparison, but he just muscles it right through the block.
This is Pablo Peralta to serve again. 2 meters 4, about 6'8". He's 21 years old. Overpass, but handled very nicely by Alderman to set up Loft.
Alderman does a great job because that pass was certainly on its way over the net. Not only does he keep it in play, he puts up the perfect ball for his middle hitter.
Loft, the Melbourne Falcon.
Tight ball here. Oh, goes for the dump. Australia reads it well, keeps it in play.
And that one never came over, so the Aussies pick up their 16th point. Still down Argentina, only 4 points from taking the first set.
Everyone is getting his work done on the one-hand saves.
That he is. Had a violation on the Australian side. Give that point to Argentina. We'll set EFRON back. He's been put in some difficult spots here in the early going.
This is a great opportunity for him to be out there and setting this. More than likely, he'll set the entire match.
Dan Howard, the kill.
But being in that position, what it does for his confidence level. You see a good video here. Strong attack, deep to the court. Sometimes it's better to go deep than to pull down on the ball and go shallow. Find the spot on the floor.
Service error for Alderman, who went for it. Now 23-17. Conte.
See, the passing continues to struggle for Australia.
How about the block from Bidegain, one-on-one against Dan Howard?
Yeah, no struggle there. Australia, though, making it easy for Argentina. They've got to get their passes up to the setter. Good Bidegain, turns it back in. Nice block.
Alderman had to really travel to make that set. Goes back to Van Beest's side, and a beastly strike for Shane Van Beest, and the point for Australia.
Well, he's certainly playing at a higher level today than he was the other day against Korea. He's got consistency out there on the court in his swing, making better shot selections.
Barrio Nueva, the clean kill for Argentina out of the right side, and that will give them set number 1 at 25-18. We're coming back with the second set, Argentina and Australia. Argentina and Australia, one set in the books already. Argentina taking it with relative ease at 25-18. As the teams have switched sides now with Australia in their green and gold on the right. As you watch, and Argentina will be on the left side. Argentina using a number of substitutes and some younger players. Had very little trouble in the first set against Australia. Mark Brown along with Dorothy Franco-Reed. There is Marcos Milinkovic. You see Spacek was just beyond him. Javier Weber, the longtime legendary setter for Argentina, also not in their lineup for the first set.
Well, really, Mark, except for HUGO CONTE, he's the only experienced player to speak of out there on the court right now for Argentina. EFRON, of course, right here is relatively new to the court as far as experience goes. He's still action, but nothing. So this is a very good opportunity for him and the rest of the guys on the court.
Australia has their first lead of the match. 1-0 in the second.
And what better time to get it?
EFRON made that service error. He's 22 years old. Good size for a setter, too. 1.96 m, or about 6'5". This time, out of the left side, Barrio Nueva, who is such a force in set number 1.
Well, they're just feeding him. I mean, he's been responsible for probably 5 of their last 6 kills. Good placement shot. Looks sloppy, but it almost got the job done.
Hieronimo Bidegain with another kill. He's had a couple of blocks for points as well.
Bidegain, he's got great volleyball size for this sport. You know, he's long, lean, a large wingspan, gets a good reach, swings with some pretty good speed in his arm.
As does Dan Howard for the Aussies. He's got the kill.
We really haven't heard much out of Dan Howard in this match. He's usually the one that sets the tone for the offense for Australia. We've seen him back on the baseline, but attack.
Yeah, early and often when they usually go to Dan Howard. Not so much the case today.
And he puts up pretty good numbers. He's a pretty consistent guy to go to.
Serve floats long, so we're even at 3. And a quick tempo through the middle. Pablo Peralta.
Nice simple play. Again, a one-tempo attack in the 31 position. It's about 6 feet away from the setter versus being right on top of the setter. And always a more difficult ball for those blockers to line up on. Nice set. Oh, not bad considering where he was.
And it worked out. Barrio Nueva has shown some touch here and adjustment, not just power.
And I like what Nicolas EFRON, the setter for Argentina, is doing. He's mixing things up well. Not always real accurate with where he's going with the ball, but he's got a good mindset with the ball, and he's mixing things up, moving players around, and that's what a setter needs to do.
Australia going to their bench for the first time. Matthew Paul Jones, 20-year-old, comes in. This is Van Distas. And that twisted wide. Back to Argentina at 6-4.
Van Beest, he's known for his powerful serve. He also creates a lot of errors, though. Once he gets that down consistently, he will force passers into difficult positions.
Andrew Earl couldn't quite get on top of that. No touch on the Argentine side, so they take the point. Now lead 7-4.
See the libero Pablo Miana celebrating for the Argentine side. Miano was awarded the best receiver in the Sydney Olympic Games. Best receiver, so you can bet Australia will not be serving the ball to him.
EFRON goes out to Conte for the kill.
And great body control along the net side there. Conte comes through on the attack. His momentum takes him into the net, and he tiptoes along the line.
Again, looking for the 3rd straight point on his serve. Good dig from Masco. Again had to dig that out of the back. Conte placing it perfectly to the back corner.
See, and he's just so smart. You know, he knows what to do with the ball. He knows when to pull speed off of it. He knows when he needs to go full out. Here he just does a little chip shot just over the block into that deep right corner, and that is the most vulnerable spot on the court because that's where the setter leaves on defense.
9-4 Argentina.
Serve out power into that one. Ping-pong. Howard taking the brunt of it. Boom. Ouch.
It was Earl who didn't handle it, and Howard took it up the side of the face. And the run of serve is over for Geronimo Bidegain, but good run it was.
I think Bidegain was trying to duplicate the last one, thinking maybe neither guy would want to take it, but he just got a little too excited on his swing.
We'll send Andrew Earl to the back line. And he's got an ace.
And a good one. What a great spot to land that jump serve. Very difficult to dig a serve out of that position. That's no man's land.
Middle attack for Argentina. Peralta.
And EFRON doing a great job, especially with that 31 set that he's delivering to his middle hitters. 6 feet off the setter. See the seam it creates in the block. EFRON's done a very nice job with that.
Dan Howard, a nice clean kill cross court.
And that's what we're used to seeing Dan Howard do. He's been very consistent with that attack, exactly. That cross court, shallow shot, the far, or left side, I should say, but he does that frequently.
Another big swing coming from Fabian Barrionueva.
Barrionueva, he hits with some intensity. He just, like I said, powers it through. Of course, they gave him a pretty good sized seam there. Nice pass, which we haven't seen enough of out of Australia.
Shane Van Beest cashes in.
I really think if Australia can improve on their reception game over the years, they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. That seems to be their weakness right now, is the reception, their passing game.
Australia picks it up on the Argentine violation. CONTE had it denied.
Miana on the great dig off of the block. Credit to Miana, the libero for Argentina, number 17 right there. Beautiful pickup.
Australia just letting this drop.
Yeah, miscommunication right here. I think they thought it was going to stay on the side of Argentina, and they transitioned off a little bit, and then it was too late.
Argentina gets another 14-9. It'll send Hugo CONTE back to serve again.
See, bit of game at the big swing.
EFRON dug that nicely.
He really did. He played it perfectly.
And we got 2 hits, they say, on Soldi.
And CONTE would like to discuss this one. Let's see if we can pick it up here.
Oh, actually, Barrionueva.
Yeah, Barrionueva. It was very iffy. Worth discussing.
Howard, the service error.
Nice floater serve. We haven't seen too many of those.
And that one's going to go to Australia. Van Beest was able to hammer it out off the block. Soldi checks out for Argentina. Placed by the libero, Miana. And Australia can't get it together on that side, so 16-11 and a timeout in the second set with Argentina rolling again. Argentina and Australia doing battle in this volleyball friend. Mark Brown along with Dorothy Franco-Reed. Argentina has, as expected, been the stronger team through almost 2 sets now. This is Barrionueva to serve for Argentina as they've used a number of their second unit players. Barrionueva couldn't handle that one, and the point will go to Argentina.
Australia? Australia.
Australia, yes.
They both start with an A.
Like the joust. Now a chance for the Aussies. Andrew Earl tools the block. 2 straight points for Australia.
Van Beest has a tough topspin serve, puts a lot of power on it.
Speaking of power, we have seen a lot of that from Fabian Barrionueva.
We really have. He is a strong, strong hitter. Average speed in his arm, but he just really powers the ball. Well, you can tell by his size. He's got a lot of good size in his upper body. And he puts it all into his attack.
Nice big serve from Bid again. CONTE cross court. 6 kills.
CONTE, and he didn't have much transition on this, but he's quick to see the seam, turns it back ever so slightly, and goes right through.
Catching the tape, forcing a little scramble on the Aussie side. And that block sailed just a little long. Earl, fresh off that kill, to serve. EFRON using Peralta in the middle for a kill. 19-14.
That was excellent transition on the Argentine side. You see here, Miana steps in, just lays the ball right up into EFRON's hands, and the rest is history as he puts it in the hands of his middle hitter. That man right there, Pablo.
Van Beest out of the right side for the Aussies.
Good cutback shot. He sees the Argentine block drifting left, and he hits a clear shot to the right.
CONTE had it blocked. Well, now the joust. It'll go to Argentina. The crafty CONTE outmaneuvering Matthew Paul Jones, who's just 20.
And that's where experience comes into play, Mark. He knows just when to make contact on the joust play. Times it perfectly, and that's veteran experience there. That's years of playing the game.
What a dig from Miana. And then the save from Barrio Nueva. Free ball, though, coming for Australia. And Van Beest cleans it up with the kill. Impressive point for Australia.
And impressive the way Van Beest has responded today after that last match against Korea. He's really playing a lot better than he did previously. And then, of course, you see the difference in the outcome in the Australian game when he's on.
7th kill for CONTE.
Oh, don't give CONTE a seam. He will find it.
And now he's ready to serve.
His little deceptive floater serve here, a little jump floater. And usually somehow it creates problems for the receivers.
What a dig from Miana, then the pancake from EFRON.
Oh, and he tries again. Great pursuit on the ball on the Argentine side of the net.
Shane Van Beest with no appreciation for this work.
Textbook pancake right there at EFRON. And he goes again. Oh, ever so close.
And Beast, nice hustle, guys, but I'm finishing this one. 21-17, Dan Howard ready to go. And there on the overpass, Javier Soldi.
Those middle hitters, they love the overpass. I guarantee his eyes are lighting up. Beautiful cutback shot. Angles left and cuts it back to the right.
And we've got fan favorite Leonardo Patti checking in here late in the second set to serve.
Everybody loves Patti. Whenever he steps on the court, the crowd, we get a rise out of them.
Undersized outside hitter, but capable of some spectacular play.
And a beautiful dig right there. Nice dig.
Did again catching the antenna on that attack. EFRON tight to the net. Big swing from Barrio Nueva. On the other side of the net, Andrew Earl tried to keep that in play. Just wasn't going to happen. Now Argentina 2 points away from taking set 2. Australia not ready to give way yet. Van Beest, they're working him a lot here today, Dorothy, and it's paying off.
Yeah, it is. And the setter's doing a nice job. Again, the passing is still not nearly where it needs to be on the Australian side of the net. But the setter's doing a good job making good plays out of the poorly passed balls.
There's a big serve. And Beast with the ace.
Yeah, he's definitely player.
Before of this set, Argentina had the lead and they ran off 5 straight points. Since then, this has been a very even seesaw set. And we'll see if Australia has what it takes to maybe turn the corner. Still in a tough spot here.
They need this point.
And they won't get it. The kill will go to Barrio Nueva.
Barrio Nueva doing his damage on the right side of the net. Just too strong, too powerful for that Australian defense.
He and Conte 7 kills apiece. Good hitting percentage. This is Geronimo bid again with set point for Argentina. Not yet. Van Beest. It's been all Shane Van Beest here for Australia in the second.
And Van Beest was able to get a good swing because the pass was good. The pass to the setter enabled the setter to get the ball out to Van Beest, and he can pretty much do what he wants with it if the ball's in place.
Pablo Peralta with the finishing touches to set number 2 for the Argentines, and they will go into the third set against Australia with the 2-0 lead. Mark Brown along with Dorothy Franco Reed. Once again, the teams switch sides. Argentina back on the right side of your screen wearing their white jerseys with the light blue trim. And of course the green and gold from playing to get the third set underway. Boy, that is Fabian Barrio Nuevo again.
Between he and Conte, they're just lighting it up offensively for the Argentinian side. That seems to be the 2 players that Argentina is going to.
Andrew Earl, along with the libero Adam Maskell, could not decide who should play this one, so they both tried. Oh, catching the tape! What a fortuitous bounce! Argentina gets the ace. Conte.
Couldn't have planned that one better. It's just one of those points you chalk up.
Van Beest out of the left side this time for Australia.
Will continue to go to Van Beest. He is on his game right now. His hitting percentage is very high. Here's another man they need to get more involved, though, Dan Howard.
And another point out of the right side for Argentina. Fabian Barrio Nueva pushing up towards double digits in kills.
With Alderman not able to get the ball at play, it was too. Mark trying some new setting arrangements here. Brett's on the bench, Brett Alderman. But that set, as you saw, was just too low, and they weren't able to pull it off.
John Uriarte doing some shuffling of his lineup a little bit as well. Van Beest continues to do damage for Australia. And Peralta hooking up with EFRON. That's been a nice combination every time they've used it.
It has. EFRON's doing a good job. Of course, he's had some help. The passing game for Argentina has been very consistent. But EFRON making good choices, finding the right players at the right time.
Oh, Andrew Earl trying to just knock that to the line and send it a bit wide. Fabian Barrio Nueva back to serve with a 7-2 lead for Argentina. Just missing. has in store.
Strong serve. He likes the right side. There you see it, the right side of the opponent's court. He likes to put his serve there.
Big dig from Jones. Free ball for Argentina. And Bidegain blasts it for the kill.
Good hard angle shot by Bidegain. And again, continue to credit NICOLAS EFRON, the setter for Argentina, doing a nice job setting up the right guy at the right time.
Third set, Argentina off to another good start. They're looking for the sweep of Australia. Moving further into the third set, Argentina with the 8-3 advantage after having taken the first two sets. Geronimo Bidegain, 4 kills, 2 blocks, 2 aces. He's done a little bit of everything.
I think he just jinxed him there, Mark. Nice job. No, yes, he's had an impact on all areas of the game thus far in the match, and especially the blocking. I think that makes a guy like Bidegain more excited than anything to get in the stats on blocking. And he's right on target. If you can get 1 block per set, you're on target.
There's Peralta again. Miana started it all with the beautiful dig. Peralta just missed in his try for ace. Benjamin Loft ready to go for Australia. And a violation on Australia. Barrio Nueva, as he was getting set to hit.
Barrio Nueva again continues to show his brawn up at the net. Not much transition or approach on that last attack, but again, he just powers it through the block.
Weak serve that time gives the point back to Argentina. There's a look at that previous point. Now Argentina picks up another one. EFRON serving. Guess who? He's become one of the stars of the match, Fabian Barrio Nueva.
And here you see his power in action again. Again, not that big of a guy, not a huge jumper by any stretch, pure power.
Back set, back row attack. Shane Van Beest hammers it off the block. Big hit from CONTE.
That one shook the rafters, CONTE. When he knows the opportunity is there to place the power, he certainly does. We've seen him with all the finesse shots, but when the seam is there, CONTE goes. Nice set from EFRON. Oh, beautiful shot.
That is Barrio Nuevo again, unofficially. Got him for 11 kills.
And EFRON showing the middle, goes to the right side. Barrio Nuevo taking care of the rest.
CONTE showing 9 kills, couple of aces. It's been a great match for him. We'll take a timeout with Australia behind again in the third.
Okay. Yes. Arms and penetrate when you arrive late.
John Uriarty, the Argentine who now coaches the Australian national team, with some words for his team that's down 2 sets to Argentina, and now 14-7 in the third.
And his words is usually very constructive. On that last series, all he's saying, guys, if you're late with the block, at least get those arms over and penetrate. Don't give them, or seal the net rather, don't give them a little space to tool you. Seal it off.
Beautiful hit. Shane Van Beest.
Van Beest has pretty much picked his shots today. Line, you see there, he's hit the angle numerous times. Of course, he's hit the seam when it's been available.
And big game. Takes a point right back. 15-8.